Hi guys, this is 604Starcraft, and I'm here to do commentary on a game played in the new StarCraft 2 beta. We'll be casting friendly games that either myself or friends of mine have played in, so I hope you enjoy them. Before we get started here, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to CIT2A, a bunch of great guys and gals there. I hope you're all enjoying your summer. Anyway, let's get this started here. On top we have my Thos friend here, Thos. He was an avid StarCraft 1 player and has since transitioned to StarCraft 2 gameplay. And on the 9 o'clock spawn position here, we do have a Zerg player, my other friend as well, Husky. This is not H to the Husky, but definitely probably one of his biggest fans. But for casting sakes, I will refer to him as Husky. Husky is a Korean player that also played StarCraft 1 and has since transitioned to StarCraft 2 gameplay. Although he does not compete competitively as a pro gamer, he definitely will do his part to represent Korea in this matchup here. So just a thing to note here as well, this replay in particular was taken during the first initial couple weeks of the beta launch. So regarding build orders and everything else, both players were just kind of testing out builds and whatnot. So you know, regarding if they're gonna go 14 pool or 15 hatch, anything like that. So we're just gonna see how it plays along here. I haven't seen this replay yet, but nonetheless I do expect it to be a fairly good game. And as we've seen there, Husky did get a scout in there, and he does know where the where Thos is. I think Thos is actually going to run his probe into his base as well. So both players are able to scout each other out at this point. I'm looking at Husky here. I think Husky did go for a 13 pool, which I guess is fairly standard depending on what kind of play you're looking for here for the Zerg. Quick look at the income tab. Both players are at the same here. Husky does grab the early gas as well. So we just see here just a little bit of a probe harassment there, or the probes is scouting. So both players here are playing fairly standard, I'd say. Like I mentioned earlier, this was the first couple of weeks during the beta launch, so I don't think both players are going to plan to do anything too cheesy or anything like that. For Thos, we do have a 1 pylon and 1 gateway, and a quick look at the production tab here. It is a Zealot that's coming out. I think Husky here has a spawning pool on its way, so we'll see how that goes here. Thos does drop down a quick cybernetics core here, probably looking to get stalkers fairly soon. And the scout here again for Husky did set a pretty crazy waypoint there, so he will be keeping his drone alive in Thos's base. Thos does drop the gas there as well, so both players here playing fairly standard, I'd say. Those completing the wall off there, and I think, let's just see here, we do have the 6 Zerglings coming out for Husky. So Husky will be able to take down this probe here, and I think he will attempt to probably use that to maybe secure an early expansion, or we'll see what Husky plans to do then. So he is marching out with his Zerglings here. I think he is actually going to plan to go for an early harass there, but a quick look at Thos's base. Thos has a fairly solid build order here. I don't think Husky will be able to do anything else to his buildings or any kind of harassment to the drone line, and this poor drone here is just running around in circles here. So we'll see this harassment here, and like I mentioned earlier, actually, nope. So he will not be getting through here, not with the Zealot just holding guard here, and there is another Zealot on its way. And we see that Husky has researched Zergling movement, so we'll see how that affects the game. I think at this point both players are probably just going to micro down or macro up and just kind of start building drones and work on their economy. Quick look again at the income tab. Still players are fairly dead even here, but Thos is actually coming ahead here. 19 harvesters over 15 to Huskies, and I'm surprised that Husky has yet to get an expansion yet. Like I mentioned earlier, this was during the first couple early weeks of the launch of the StarCraft 2 beta, so you know, build orders and everything else hasn't been perfected yet at this point. So I think both players are just trying out new things here. Husky did get a evolution chamber and a roach ward, so he's probably going to go for roaches to deal with those zealots, which is fairly standard during the early patches, just because roaches were only did only cost 1 food, and now they do cost 2, so a nerf there. So Thos here does get 2 Zealots, and a sentry does kill off the drone. So we're gonna see here, Husky is still keeping out the outside of Thos's expansion locked up. So I don't think Thos will be able to expand here, but Thos has transitioned to the 4 gate now, and he is dropping just another pylon here. So both players here playing fairly standard, I'd say. Nothing too cheesy or anything at that point here. I see that Husky here did go for some a spine crawler. I'm not too sure if that was the greatest placement here, just because he does have an early scout there as well. But he definitely should be getting his expansion soon, just because he is falling behind. I think another quick look at the income tab here. He is actually falling behind on harvesters, 22 to or 18 to Thos is 22. So let's just see if he decides to move out here. I think Thos is probably going to wait until the warp gate technology does finish here. He is chrono boosting it. I'm not too sure if he's going to continue boosting it. Let's just see the energy here. He does have energy. I definitely do recommend chrono boosting the warp gates, just because it does help you get your units out faster. And the great thing about Protoss and their warp gates is, as long as you have one probe, like a probe that sends out to, you know, put a pylon everywhere, proxy pylons, they allow you to not only expand faster, but also reinforce your troops faster. So as we just saw there, Husky did take out the probe there that was probably going to go out and scout, or just to maybe make a proxy pylon or whatnot. So I think Husky here did just get a couple more roaches, and he is pushing out here. I think he might actually try to go for an attack. Yes, he is. So we'll see this clash here. I think it's fairly even, I'd say, at this point. A bit of mismanagement there, because Husky did have the Zerglings, so he should have taken advantage of them. But I think he should be able to clean this up here based on the army count. Thos is outnumbered, so he should be able to take this battle. But no, wait, Thos is reinforcing with more stalkers, so he should be able to